We're going to start moving into the realms of setting up our job templates now. So under my library job, I'm actually going to create a new job called Job Templates. I'm not going to inherit the permissions from above because only administrators need to see this one. Okay. I can add a description. And hit create. Now again, underneath this job, I can start creating my job templates. So again, it's going to be a new job, and this one might be my standard job template. I might choose to inherit permissions above from this one, because when it's created, it'll go under project. You might have your standard data reader permissions there. Totally up to you. You can apply them from the begin with if you want. But I like to always display the parent at least. You're not going to add a description for this one. This is a job template. Every job's going to be different. It will have its own description. Likewise with the cover image. So I'm going to hit create. Again, we can start coming through and setting this up now. So on our groups, we can start adding our permissions. So maybe we go all users and we give them data reader at that level. Okay. No cover image here. If you want forums, we're going to come through and we might create a general forum. So let's go set on that one. If you want multiples, maybe we come through and create a design forum as well. And you can create as many as you like there. Remember to hit save. If you want to edit the dashboard, you can also do so. Maybe we need more attributes before we do that one. There's your column layout and your issue file types. So maybe here we want something like a client area. Maybe we need a contractors area, and you can have authorities, but I don't think you want, but I'll put other. Okay, hit save, okay, and close. And now in our standard job template, I've got my forums and my issue file types sitting there ready to go. Okay. You can create as many job templates as you like. Okay. You can create, if you've got different disciplines, maybe you have different folder structures for those different jobs. Maybe you got a proposal or a bid template as opposed to a final template. It's up to you how many you create. If you do want to create more, you can start with this one. You can go new job. I can go give it a name. I'm going to create this one from another job. And I'm going to use my standard job template as a base. Okay. Go create. And again, I can go choose all those things if I wish. Now I'm only going to create the 2 templates here, but it's up to you how many you create in your own company. From here, you can start coming and adding your standard folder structure. Again, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. And use the drag and drop. Oh. Just scroll down so I can see everything. Upload and OK. And again, I can start coming and applying my permissions. So, in your administrator area, I can go edit folder. I can go to groups, plus, and I can add the office admins, and I can give them, not admin, give them data writer permissions. Okay. Come down to the CAD area or the engineering area, and again, you just got to go through and set up the permissions you want. All right. Maybe at this one, I'm going to give them data writer and 12D model operator permissions. Okay. That way, if I hit the evaluate here, you can see they can create 12D model projects as well as write other files. Okay. I'm not going to go through and do all the folders, but you can see what we're trying to achieve there. The other thing we can do here is set up your teams. So we forgot to do that before. Go back into my job editor, come across the job roles, and you can add in your roles. Now I've already created a list, so I can use existing, but every job's going to have a project manager. I have a project engineer. I might have a design lead, designers, and again, maybe there's 2 of those. So we can add positions as well. Come and add some draftees. Again, there might be 3 of them. And so forth. You can go through and add whoever you like. Okay. Hit save. Okay, and close. And now when I do a bit of a refresh on this one, you'll see I've got a default team set up. Now just remember, this is a template. It can be modified at the final result. Our next step is to start setting up attributes. So first thing we're going to look at is our job attributes. So again, in our standard job template, I'm going to right click and go edit. Come to the job attribute tabs, and we can start creating our job attributes. So I haven't got any yet, so I'm going to go new. And the first job attribute that I would get anyone to create would be one called job type. Now this will simply be a list. You can see the different types of attributes we can choose from. We're going to create a list here. It is not going to be optional. Now, the reason I'm going to get you to create a job type attribute is we're going to use this to select what template we use in the future. So depending on how many templates you have, you need to have the same amount of options in your list here. So name. I'm going to put an option here called select one, because as a template, it doesn't really have a type. And then after that, we can come and add ones to match our templates. So we've got a standard job. Now I'm just going to Control C, Control V down here, make them the same. And we've also got one called an existing job. Again, I'm just going to copy and paste that one. I also need to add another one here, and this is for jobs that aren't going to use a template. So just like header jobs or title jobs, you can choose whatever name you want. I'm going to call it a header job. And that's all I'm going to do for now. So I'm going to save that. Now, it is not optional, and we are in the job, so it needs a value. So this is where I'm going to choose the select one. Let's go and add some more new attributes. This one is going to be job number. The display on this one's easy. You can click down and it copies it down. Most companies use a job numbering system. Depending on the job numbering system, depends on maybe what attribute you use. Your job number may be made up of 3 different attributes. It could be discipline, year, and then a number. Or maybe your job numbers are just a random number. If so, leave it as text. Otherwise, you can come and do a list for your disciplines, and you can do another one for your years, and then you can come and do, say, an integer for your numbers, or just text. Again, not optional. So when we add this one, I'm just going to put a prompt here to say enter job number. Let's do another one for job name. This one would just be text as well and not optional. So because it's not optional, I'm going to put a prompt in here. And then it's really up to each company as to what attributes they add. You can add as many as you like. So let's do some other examples. We might have a job client. Now, a job client would be a contact. Now, I would make this one optional because he may not have been entered in the system yet. Okay. You'll see that it's italic font over here, not normal font, which means he's optional, which means I don't have to put a value in there. You could have job address. This one we've got a special address format for. Again, I'd make this one optional because you may not want to fill it out as a default in your template. Okay, if I click in here, you'll see the options it gives you. You know, really it's up to you from there on. You could have things like job status. Again, maybe this one is a list. Again, I would have the select one option. But then you can go through and add your whole list, like it might be business case. Might be prelim design. Detail design. In construction. Complete. You could have many more, but you get the idea. Okay. Save that. Now, none of these are set in stone until you hit save, of course. And now they're attributes that are in the system and can be used on other items. Okay. Likewise, you can come down and add your folder attributes and file attributes. They're just done exactly the same way. So we're not going to show those at the moment. If you want the same attributes on another job, in fact, here's a good place to go. I left the G off this so we can come and edit that one. But I can come to my utilities menu here and I can go copy my attributes from another job. So let's go other job, find, select the standard job template, Go select, and if we have a look at our job attributes here, they've been copied over exactly the same. Make sure you hit save and then close. Alright, oh, forgot to hit save up there. Let's go general, save. Okay, now these two jobs are almost identical except one has a folder structure and one doesn't. The reason I'm creating an existing jobbing template is if you already have a job you are working on and you want to drag and drop it into Synergy, you can use the existing job template because when you drag and drop the information, you already have the folder structure.